We have some game dev diaries from 4 games that I'm very interested in, and you might be too. We got Lego Batman, Hellraiser, Thick Ass Thieves, and Control Resonant. So we're gonna just react to all of them, see what they're talking about with these big names, and just see what they're gonna give us, bro. Let's get into this dev diaries. But first, we're gonna start off with Batman, Lego Batman to be exact. Actually, excited for Lego Batman, not gonna lie.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Smith. All of us here at TT Games,
Whew, this
alongside
look good.
DC, WB Games and the Lego Group, are very, very excited to show you this new look at Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. This is the definitive Batman experience with dynamic combat,
Dynamic
an
combat.
incredible open-world Gotham City, and an epic, era-spanning Batman adventure that can only exist in a Lego world. Today, for the first time, we're taking you deep underneath Wayne Manor. The Batcave. It starts as little more than a hole in the ground, filled with bats. Bats and the stuff left behind by bats. And also fear. But as Batman learns to use that fear and grows into a Gotham City legend, the Batcave grows along with him. Over the course of our story, you'll excavate and expand the Batcave. It's the
What
base of all Batman
you? What? You can create your own Batcave, bro? Get out of here.
operations, where you'll build your collection of bat suits and the ultimate garage of Batmobiles.
Wow.
You'll upgrade your gadgets and skills. You'll exhibit trophies from your adventures and adversaries, and you can really make the place your own by collecting and building a huge variety of Lego furnishings
Yo.
and equipment.
This is a Lego game. The bat suits.
Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight features capes, cowls, and costumes from every Batman era. From 0 year to 89.
So 0
From
year
Bronze
89.
Age to Dark Knight. You can even assume the identity of Zur-En-Arr. Or this guy.
That's
The
cool.
Bat Computer.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. You can't.
Batman's supercharged repository for all his case files, progress data, and screensavers. Keep track of your collectibles. And
Bro.
make sure you found those last Wayne Tech chips. Batman does love his toys and has the resources to fight crime with the Waynest of tech. Grapple over to the workbench and upgrade your gadgets. Throw a concussive batarang that disorientates
A concussive
every
batarang?
wrongdoer in the area.
Ooh.
Or
Drop down.
upgrade your Batclaw to turn your enemies into minifigure wrecking balls.
Sheesh.
Who are you?
There are dozens of new options here. Be a good partner in crime fighting and upgrade your allies' equipment too.
Nice.
Meow.
And of
The
course,
Batmobile.
every Batcave needs an amazing collection of vehicles. Lego Batman gives you the garage of your dreams. The Batmobile from the Batman.
Nice.
1966.
Oh, the 1961. That's I like that one, bro. It's just something about the old school look. I like this one.
Classic. The Dark Knight.
The
Batmobile,
motorcycle, yeah.
The Tumbler.
Oh yeah, that's a
and many more. Race, blast, drift, and crash your way down the dark streets of Gotham City.
bro.
Then, if you need a minute after a long night of crime fighting, you can relax with some pinball. Or
Pinball?
a Lego Batman the video game. Or just
There's no way you can play the video. They got a hot tub in the Batcave.
Become Batman. Defend Gotham City. Build the legacy.
Yo, bro, that was actually a good dev diary. You can build, we can build our own Batcave, get trophies, the Batcave grow as we grow, have so much Batmobiles, so many costumes to choose from. Yo, you can't not, this is good, man. And the game look amazing, bro. This is gonna be like one of my first ever Lego game that I ever played, bro. Like this right here, when I saw how much effort that they put in this game, I was like, okay, this look like Arkham. Like this look like Batman Arkham City. Like this is in Lego form. They did a big one with this one. Like my son might be messed up. I think I was gonna get this to teach him how to play the game, but I think I'm gonna have more fun than him. I'm gonna have more fun than him. This is cool, bro. I like this. That is good, guys. Let me know if y'all gonna be playing Lego Batman. This actually gonna be a good game. It just seems like it's gonna be good. Like it looks good. I don't have no complaints. I have 0 complaints right now with this Lego Batman. Oh wow. All right. Now we got Hellraiser. Hellraiser being a horror game is very interesting, bro. Like the only time we actually saw Hellraiser in the game is Dead by Daylight. So seeing them making a game around him is actually pretty decent. So we're gonna look up this Dev Diary, see what they're talking about, see how the game going. Hopefully we get a release date. Don't know.
Often asked by fans about favorite kills. And I think that's a misconception about Pinhead because he's not really a killer. The killing is not the thing for him. It's the suffering.
Yeah.
With the risk of sounding dull, my favorite
Turn to
Cenobite
Pinhead.
is Hellpriest, aka Pinhead. The biggest impression why I think he's my favorite Cenobite out of them all is because there's something really aristocratic about him, and I think that
Pinhead just creepy, bro. Like he just had that look at this look, bro. He just looks so mean, evil. I think of the word right now, but he just has that look.
I think that that's the first villain that I encountered in my life back in the 80s that was not just a pure mindless monster.
Pinhead is like this anti-slasher villain. When you look at a lot of other movies in that period that were bundled in with Hellraiser, typically slasher movies, they were motivated by like a Michael Myers or someone who had a specific aim.
But back then, during like the horror times, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason, like the slashers was huge. But like when Pinhead, Hellraiser, it was different. It was more like torture. He wanted to torture you. Like I say like Pinhead is almost with Saw, because Saw was like that too. Saw is like more just toying with you, like just trying to torture you more than just like straight killing you with the slasher with Michael Myers and like Jason and Freddy Krueger. This is crazy, bro.
To achieve with his killings or whatever it was. But Pinhead is kind of just out there being Pinhead in Hellraiser, and then someone calls on him with the Lament configuration. And we try to go back to this more monastic guy who's searching, this character who's searching for enlightenment through sensation, way beyond the boundaries of what a normal human would be doing. And then, because we spend more time with him, it being a video game, we wanted to give him a specific goal this time. So we looked at those original movies and asked, what would Pinhead actually want?
Working with Doug Bradley as original Pinhead was a great honor, to be honest. Also was really excited to hear from us and see what we do with the character as well.
I think Doug Bradley brought weight to the project when he decided to join, and him willing to participate and putting his trust into the project, I think it's just the greatest.
I inevitably had some anxiety coming back to play the character again, because you kind of think, oh great, I'm going to do that again. wait a minute, how do I do that? I'd like to offer some mystical, exciting, actorly process, but I can't find anything other than there's a switch that flips in my head and it's there. I guess it helps that I've spent a lot of time over the last 30 years and rising talking about the character.
Recreating the 4 original Cenobites for our game was it was challenging, you know. We tried to be as close to the movies as we could.
That's good. That's good. You open book test, bro. That's all we want. If you have the information, you will have the ability to give us a perfect game, bro. Just stick with the source material, bro. Just stick with the source material. There's no need to try to go in blind if you have source material, bro. That is a W.
Think out from each of the Cenobites. And for some of them, we wanted to make a connection between the character and the environment, for example, and for some between the character and a certain emotion that the encounter with the character evokes.
For Pinhead, it was always like about presentation, so he had to, you know, look good. He had to be, you know, whenever he
looks
goes,
good.
He has to be in control of the environments.
We wanted the players to experience his overworldly presence and his nobility.
For Chatter, the main focus was gameplay, you know, because the player will have to run.
We aimed
so sinister
to keep the tension high, introducing some highly engaging music and his menacing teeth and his footsteps echoing through the corridors.
For Fallen, or the female Cenobite, her appearance is mostly in the real world. So when we designed her, she always appeared like closer to Aiden because we wanted to achieve this like sense of familiarity. She's trying to persuade us towards, you know, the dark side, or rather her side.
We just played with some processing, mostly time-based processing, like
they did a good job with this game.
Reverb, in order to make her more ethereal and elevate her presence and authority.
As for Butterball, his scenes were a bit challenging because they're mostly like very disturbing.
It's an interesting idea to think about how Pinhead feels about the other Cenobites. They don't interact very much. We never see them talking to each other, working on a plan of attack or anything.
The Cenobites are extremely powerful and godlike beings, and player interactions with them will be different depending on the Cenobite. You will never be able to defeat them or kill them, but you will have ways of dealing with them.
Man, so you got to go against all the Cenobites, bro.
Capacity. Pinhead is someone who you need to kind of earn his appearance and his attention, so there is a very strong narrative reason why Aiden, the protagonist,
we getting shoot
comes to Pinhead. Well, why?
Oh man!
So as for what the Cenobites are doing and what their goals are, it's kind of the central mystery of the game, what they're doing and why. It's something that Aiden, like the player character, is consistently investigating, consistently asking them about, and they give him kind of cryptic answers. Pinhead and his gash, they do also have a specific goal that they're trying to attain, but you'll have to play the game to see whether they achieve that and what the exact nature of that is.
Ah, brother. Man, yo. Hellraiser. What I'm liking about this, man, they taking their time with it. They are sticking with the source material, and they really trying to give us how Pinhead was in those movies, trying to give us that same movie cinematic feel when it comes down to this game. This is very good of what I've seen so far. This alone is I'm already creeped out because it looked very sinister. It looks like this is going to be a very good game. Basically, bringing back like how it was when the outlet Was it Outlast? I think that was called. Yeah, Outlast was like Outlast. It took me days to trying to really sit down and trying to speed run it because I was just so creeped out. But this right here is decent. I like this, man. I still no release date yet, but at least we know that they taking their time. The visuals look good. They look creepy. That's what I like. I want that look for Hellraiser. So that's good. That's a good dev diary for that. I like that. All right, Thick as Thieves developer walkthrough.
Hello, I'm Jeff Hickman, the game director for Thick as Thieves.
We're
thrilled to finally give you a deeper look at what we've been building here at Other Side Entertainment.
Other Side Entertainment.
At its core,
sound like a
Thick
indie.
as Thieves is a stealth action game built around emergent gameplay in a rich, immersive world. Allow me to welcome you to Kilcairn. It's the early 1900s.
Okay.
In a slightly different world where magic
It don't look
and
bad.
early technology have begun to collide. You arrive at the city as a new thief, looking to prove yourself to the legendary Thieves Guild. But you'll quickly find yourself tangled in powers and politics that go far beyond simple cat burglary. The journey begins in your Thieves' Den, which is your safe house and sanctuary. This is where the guild will contact you with new contracts and interesting information.
Okay.
Here, the map of Kilcairn is your gateway
Solo
into
mode,
the
solo
city.
mode.
Currently, I'm playing as the Spider, known for her mobility and acrobatics. The Chameleon character plays completely different.
Okay.
But you'll have to unlock him later by earning favor with the guild. For this first chapter of the game, there are two distinct maps. The Constable's Guild Hall, home to the local constabulary and all of their secrets and ill-gotten gains, and Elway Manor, home to mysteries as vast as the riches of its eldritch family. As you navigate these dense, shadow-filled maps, you'll contend with relentless constables, advanced security systems, and even the dreaded Haunstable. An ethereal
you
threat
said
that
advanced.
phases through walls and forces you to think carefully about every move.
Okay.
As you can imagine, stealth is at the very heart of Thick as Thieves. And honestly, it's my favorite part of what we've done. What I love here is that stealth is not just a binary state where you are either hidden or spotted. It's a constant dance between you, the environment, and the guards.
Okay.
So when I'm moving through a space like this, I'm reading everything. I'm looking for the shadows, watching where the pools of light fall, and thinking where a guard's attention is likely to go next. I'm also paying close attention to the noise I'm making, because even something as simple as the surface under your feet.
Okay. That's not
And
bad.
what makes it really fun is that stealth here is not just about hiding and waiting. Instead, the best thieves are often actively shaping the situation to their advantage. Maybe I stay in darkness and let a patrol pass. Or I can create a small sound to pull a guard off his route. Maybe I cut a light or use my gear to create just enough confusion to open a path.
Okay.
And while you can play solo, you don't always have to go it alone.
Okay, so you can
Group
play.
up with a friend, and in co-op you can coordinate takedowns, distractions, and even revive teammates when things go sideways.
Ooh.
As you can see, in this world, stealth is your greatest weapon. By staying quiet and out of sight, picking locks, and manipulating guards, you can bypass defenses mundane, magical, and high-tech. And gear is a huge part of that toolbox. When things get complicated, I can use Slither Sap to short-circuit security lights, toss a smoke bomb to break line of sight, or send out the Pickpocket Fairy to trigger switches from a distance. No
Not bad.
heist ever plays out the same way twice in Thick as Thieves.
That's a good
As you
thing.
increase the difficulty from novice to master thief, security layouts and guard configurations shift, creating dozens of distinct
to change
and
the-
highly replayable experiences.
Okay, change the map
even
up a little
within
bit.
the same map.
That's a good
And
thing.
finally, once you have the loot, you'll need to find the exit and outrun the escalating security response to escape the area with your haul. Whatever you do manage to get out funds your expansion of gear, cosmetic options, and upgrades.
Okay.
Only the most stylish thieves succeed. Pick your heist, execute with stealth, escape with the loot, and build your legend. Do you have what it takes to be a master thief? We are incredibly proud of what the team is building, and we think that you will be too. Head over to Steam and wishlist the game now. We'll see you very soon, or we won't, if you enter the shadows.
May the 20th. Okay. Oh, look at that. $5. $5. I'm not mad with that. I am not mad with that, because I was going to say depending on the price. I am not mad with that. So what I do seen is like, I wonder how long it takes to unlock the chameleon, or the easiest way to play with them if you play co-op. But other than that, how the game is, and you can play the maps 4 different times or whatever, and it changes as you go up the difficulty. It is good, so it give you a slight challenge because they say at the start with 2 maps. So having just 2 maps, how long I'm gonna be able to play this map for me to until I get bored or whatever. So if I'm up in the difficulty and the map layout changes, that's a good thing. I'm not mad with that. That actually a really good thing to go and play the map again to see how difficult it become once you up the difficulty. But other than that, this looks like a pretty nice game. It's a solid $5 game. Come on now. Come on. $5, that's solid. This is a solid $5 game. I wouldn't mind playing it with my wife, playing it with my homeboy. It don't matter, bro. This decent, man. That's cool. I like that. Last but not least, we finally got some information on Control. Well, some more information on Control Resonant. So let's see what they talk about.
We had to start to think about the world building a little bit differently.
There are a lot of intricate environments for the player to explore.
Where to go from here? We want to burst that bubble.
Manhattan.
The setting in the first Control game was unique. It all took place in a single building, which was part of the point, right? Like that it feels like a secluded, separate space from the rest of the world. You feel like you're in this kind of a bubble, isolated from normal life and familiar things, and so you're within a lockdown. And having this sense of isolation in the first game was crucial. And we had this brutalistic architectural style that was like a key part of the visual DNA of the building and so on. And we had this bureau that was backwards leaning in its kind of a presence and so on. So it was this kind of a strange yet familiar kind of a bubble that you're in. And of course, as creators, when we think about like where to go from here, we want to burst that bubble, right? Like, you know, the lockdown falls apart and we get exposed with the normal world.
Manhattan has been shaped and twisted into a labyrinth, so there are a lot of intricate environments for the player to explore, similar to Control 1. So there's still quite a lot of interesting stuff for the player to find. We've also introduced a couple of new types of narrative collectibles for the players to find. One is audio logs, where as you're listening to the audio log, you can continue parkouring around the city, exploring and finding other stuff.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
We also have given Dylan a radio, which he can use to call up his handler, Zoe, to report interesting things he sees around the city.
So in Control, brutalism was at the core of the experience because of the oldest house, naturally. And in Control Resonant, we really had to make sure that from a world-building point of view, we have this mundane and grounded and believable and lived-in baseline in the world in order for the Paranatural to really shine. It's very important for us, specifically when doing concepting and visual exploration, is not to look at reference.
It looks good, bro. Y'all did a good job.
There's easily this tendency where AAA games start to all gravitate towards this aesthetic singularity and nobody's taking risks and everything starts to resemble each other.
Yep.
So looking at reference from art exhibitions or film and TV or scientific visualizations or nature, if it helps us to bring some new fresh takes into this singularity, I feel like it's going to be worth it, and the player will appreciate it as well.
That's good. Source material, I just said it. Hey,
well,
stick with your source material. Don't need
was Manhattan, but it has been taken over by a Paranatural force that may or may not have been in the first game. Might be something completely new. We actually have multiple factions in this game, so there are some zones where you can find all of these factions from I think all the zones in the game, but how much of these factions have presence in each zone, that differs.
Now that things are flooding from the oldest house into the Manhattan, we had to start to think about the world building a little bit differently. So now it's not just FBC holding on and trying to gain control, but it's more of a world, a lived-in world that has a history of its own already, and there are different factions that are basically trying to gain control in our world.
For the enemies in Control Resonant, we definitely heard the feedback and tried to address the feedback we got for Control. So this time around, we have way more creatures than we did before. One of the enemies that we, for example, have is a boss. So that obviously creates a little bit of challenge for the animation team of what can you actually do with this boss when you have limited controls on it. A lot of his enemies, they are creatures, but we still have used a mocap actor to mocap some of the enemies, and we have one mocap actor so freaking amazing, nailing down his twitching and glitching. So Tuomas Nilsson, he's our go-to guy when it comes to his enemies that can be mocapped.
His and Mold are there, but of course we're introducing a lot of new things as well. And it's a fun layering of familiar things, but definitely facing new challenges.
That's good, bro. Do we got a release date? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm about to say, yeah. We don't have a release date for this yet, but it looks good, man. Dylan going to be, I think his name, but yeah, he's going to be a good character to play with. I am excited for this because it's been a while. It's been a very long time since Control came out, so them doing a sequel is actually was a surprise. It was like a shocker, like, okay, cool. But yeah, it looks good. Still no release date. It's still coming this year. 2026 is a big month for gaming, bro. I don't listen. Anybody saying that gaming is dead, gaming is stale, gaming is this, gaming and that, 2026 is the only thing you need to tell them, because we still have games that's supposed to come out this year and don't even have a release date yet. It's too many games, bro. I'm telling you. But guys, let me know what y'all guys are excited for with all the ones we have checked out, and put it down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Peace.